For the past 2 weeks, our crew in Beijing has found travelling on its roads an extreme challenge. Millions of cars, motorbikes, bicycles and other makeshift vehicles makes driving a health hazard. Then there are the children who ride shotgun with their parents.
It's a high-octane, high-volume game of chicken.
Whoa, watch out, watch out!
Because on the road, if you can make it here, you'll make it anywhere. Like this little bloke. He's barely old enough to sit upright, but dear old dad's full throttle, and mum's not just a passenger, she's the seat and the seat belt. No tiny helmet, not even a bib. Throw a bit of rain into the mix and look out.
If you reckon it's bad driving in Beijing in dry weather, try doing it when it's pouring. It's an absolute nightmare. There's really only one road rule in Beijing. Do your best.
The average driver's got less than a year's experience, so they've either never driven before or shouldn't be allowed in the first place.
Now, there's only one thing to keep in mind when you're driving in China, and that is that nobody cares. They don't care if they cut you off. They don't even seem to mind if you do something particularly stupid. But you've got to remember it's almost 30 years since China introduced the one-child policy. So if they've never had to share with any brothers and sisters, well, why would you start sharing the road? Now, when the rain comes down in Beijing, it's almost like some sort of green light for pedestrians to run out in front of you. You've got no stopping distance to speak of. It just makes things doubly dangerous.
Who needs rain to wet the roads? A broken sewer pipe will do the trick, and when things get a little too aquatic outside the water cube and the road looks like it's about to collapse, there's only one thing to do: plough on regardless. There's no point blowing up about it, although this bloke just might. Looks like he's either headed for Beijing's biggest barbecue or supplies the juice for the Olympic cauldron. Meanwhile, our little China plate's almost made it home, for today anyway, and young Casey Stoner's mum's pretty happy to still be upright. The Chinese passed their first ever road safety law 4 years ago, and one day someone might even look it up. It's enough to make you want to curl up for a nice roadside nap. Until rush hour, that is. Twice a day, every day, this is what drivers confront. It leaves Sydney's gridlock for dead, makes Melbourne look like a country town, and Brisbane a backwater. The average speed's 26 kilometres an hour. They call it the Beijing Shuffle, and the bikes don't help either. Not that there's many left, everyone's trading them in for 4 wheels, and somehow within 2 years they'll squeeze another 2 million cars onto Beijing's roads, double the amount today. Best of luck, old China.
Nick Coe battling the traffic in Beijing. Must call him about keeping his eyes on the road.